Good stretch, Sophia.
All right, it's time to get up.
Good morning. I am meeting my old friend from high school. She reached out because she lives in Colorado, so we're gonna go on a little hike this morning. Luckily, she's running a few minutes late, so I can finish getting ready. I went out last night to celebrate my last day at my corporate job.
And it was cool. It was really cool. Yeah. But like, what were you saying though, Gentle? How did you meet your husband?
Here he comes! My name is Bree, and I have decided to start documenting my journey. I'm converting a van, and I just quit my job of 9 years. So I'm on uncharted territories right now, and I just think it'd be a great way to hold myself accountable, to be able to look back and see my growth, hopefully. I think it'd be a great way to stay connected with my friends and family while I travel and be able to share my experiences with them. And I think it'd be a great way to tap into my creative side while also working on my communication skills, storytelling specifically. So I don't know what's in store, but I am excited to find out, and I'm excited to share it with you all. I'm in Colorado Springs, and I'm about to head back to Texas for a couple of weeks to figure out my next move and winterize the van. I need to finish insulating, get snow tires, things like that, because I'm definitely coming back to Colorado or Oregon. I've always wanted to live in Colorado in the mountains or in the Pacific Northwest, so we got options. A little backstory: going into 2025, I sold all of my things, traded my Subaru for a cargo van, and moved in with my parents to turn it into a home office on wheels for me and my fur babies, Sophia and Bentley. Even though the van was far from ready, I tested my Starlink, portable power station, roof fans since it was the middle of summer, strapped a cheap Amazon wardrobe to the wall, and hit the road. What was meant to be a weekend getaway in Colorado turned into a 3-month road trip up the West Coast. I am not joking when I say I thought about quitting van life every week at first. Adjusting to life on the road with all of the micro decisions, a setup that was between camping and glamping while working remotely was exhausting. I was finally living the life I had always dreamt about, but I had no idea just how disciplined you had to be to maintain this kind of freedom. I'm so glad I stuck it out, because by the end of the first month, I was celebrating my 32nd birthday in a new city, feeling the closest to myself than I have ever felt before. I started identifying things in my life that just weren't serving me anymore. That eventually led me here, returning to Texas to figure out my next move. Let's call Mom.
So that's good, man. That's good news. And you already know that when you get here, everybody's gonna want to see you. That's why I'm over here like, that's it, 2 weeks. I am so happy, Bree.
Of course, I had to make a small detour to check out the tallest sand dunes in North America. No reservations needed and open 24/7. I challenged myself to hike up to a few dune peaks, but never made it to the 750-foot Star Dune. You can rent sandboards or sleds, enjoy a seasonal beach in the early summer, hike in the nearby mountain ranges, and even camp overnight in the sand dunes. I didn't get to check out the 22-mile Medrano Primitive Road because it requires four-wheel drive and high clearance, which the van does not have, unfortunately. Good morning. I slept in a little today. I slept in the parking lot of a Planet Fitness so I could wake up and shower. All right, let's get the day started. I fueled up at Counterculture before the 8-hour drive ahead. I highly recommend the Cowboy Bowl. I have not drank enough water this trip, and I've been eating pretty bad. I can't wait to get back into a routine. I'm going to walk Town Lake tomorrow morning. That's what I'm going to do. Home sweet home. I jumped right into my old routine as if I had never left. Summer moon and Town Lake with my BFF Jeff. My little bro lives in Austin, so me and the pets went to go visit him and my nephew Bobby. It only felt right to enjoy one final meal in the van before landing back at my parents' place. But then I get a text from my good friend Robin. Can I call her?
I think she's got mud on her paws, so you might not.
Come here, Soph. Come here. Hi, pretty girl.
Oh,
She does have mud on the paws, but she's so good. Turns out that was not mud on her paws, but I owe Robin big time for this reservation. It was magical.
You're going to speak to a screen of potential love.
Jeez, call me fat without calling me fat.
I thought the same thing when I got here. The tsunami.
I can see myself doing. Okay?
Alright.
I would need to have like your first, middle name, last name. I would need to know all that.
You would need to know.
I would.
I couldn't stall any longer, so after breakfast, I went back home to get started on the van. Huge shout out to my parents for letting me stay with them, and to my dad for getting me started on this project and teaching me everything because I really had no experience before this. Time, move! I am in Marble Falls. This is the nearest Home Depot. And I need to get some more supplies to do the van build. So far, I took out the sink area, so I need to redo that. It was just temporary for my summer road trip. So I'm redoing the sink area, and I'm doing the benches there on the raised floor, finishing up the window pop-outs, doing the walls and ceiling, doing some more insulation. And I want to build the cabinet where my shower will go eventually, but for now it'll probably just be a closet. So yeah, I've got a lot of work to do, but I'm pretty optimistic. It's both good and bad. Optimism is fun until you realize you're always overpromising yourself, but we'll see how far we get. Mind you, this was in October, so I worked on the van in between catching up with friends and slowing down for the holidays.
Like, I made this person with my body.
We're still talking, but that's cute.
Get some new all-terrain tires. All right, there's no going back now. Here's my color. This is ADHD at its finest. I have been jumping around everywhere with this build. This is my dining table. Here are my benches for the dinette. I'm going to repaint them a different green. I have installed a roof rack, but I need to mount my solar panels. Let's see what else. I have all of my cabinet panels, wood panels, primed, and I just need to paint those as well. That's where my sink will go and my fridge. And then this little guy, he's my little assistant, Badman Black Rat. Black Rat. Taking advantage of this lovely sun today, primed my toe kicks ready for paint to match my green cabinets. Here is my dining table. It has 2 coats of polyurethane. Now it's all finished. This is my kitchen countertop. I think I'm going to keep it a little bit lighter. Me and Mom are going to margaritas, but this arrived, so let's open it. It's a 6-inch memory foam mattress.
Oh no, don't let go!
Cute. Oh, okay. All right, I'm gonna let it expand in the car while we drive.
Done.
Let's see how fat it gets. The next day, I sandwiched the cushions in between 2 straight boards and cut them to size using a bread knife, which was way easier than I thought it would be. After assembling my kitchen cabinet and toe kicks, I built my first ever drawers and installed push-to-open drawer slides. Thank goodness they are mostly hidden because they were my first drawers I had ever built, and it definitely shows.
Hello for the madame.
Thanks, Mom. A quick dry fit for my drawer faces. Everything looks pretty good. There is not one single straight line in this cabinet, but if you squint your eyes and tilt your head, everything looks pretty good. I sanded, primed, and painted before I attached them to the cabinet. Now I just need to add drawer pulls and the rattan to the cabinet door. 3 months have passed since I started this video, and we are now exactly 1 month into 2026. I have decided to stay in Texas until the summer so I can finish the build completely because after all, I am a girl who needs a comfortable and functional space to truly thrive. While this time off is chipping away at my savings, I am beyond grateful that I can afford to take this time to sit with myself and process all of the changes that I have made and will continue to make. I also started a 200-hour yoga teacher training class and take that as an opportunity to stealth camp in the city on those days. I am still using the same old mattress from my previous Forester camp setup until I upholster my new cushions. So this month, I will be doing just that, and installing my sink system along with finishing the inset window boxes so I can wrap up my kitchen and dinette/bed area. If you made it to the end, you're a real one. In a couple of weeks, I will be sharing my updated floor plan and build progress. So until then, always be venturous.